Welcome to another episode of Dad Can We Talk? I am your host, Anthony Ray. This is episode 149 of Dad Can We Talk? Before we get started, y'all know what I need y'all to do. Go to YouTube, type in Dad Can We Talk? Subscribe to the channel. That's all I need from y'all. That's the only help I need from y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all the videos there. 140 something videos of dads telling their stories. Got a few moms on there, but y'all know what we're about, man. We're all about changing the narrative of fatherhood, and that's what we've been doing. That's what we're gonna continue to do. And all I need from y'all is to go to the channel, subscribe to Dad Can We Talk. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can also check us out at dadcanwetalk.com. You can find the audio episodes there, and you can also find the videos there at dadcanwetalk.com. I want to give a special shout out to Gainesville Podcast Studio. That's where we're posted up at today. Always appreciative for everything that they do for us here at Dad Can We Talk. And man, y'all, listen, if you want to start a podcast, you got an idea or anything, come holler at my guy, Nemo, at Gainesville Podcast Studio. I promise you, he will get you right. So y'all come holler at him in the heart of Gainesville off of 6th Street. One more shout out. Shout out to Support Black GMV. That is the Black Hub. Everything Black culture here in Gainesville. Support Black GMV. Go to supportblackgmv.com. Go check out all the creators, all the business owners, everything that you need Black culture in Gainesville. Support Black GMV on Instagram, Facebook, and you can go to supportblackgmv.com. But yeah, without further ado, y'all listen, man, I am back where it began. If you really follow Dad Can We Talk, y'all would know this guy here. Well, back then, when me and him first started, we weren't doing no videos, so there's no video of it out there. But if you listen to episode 1 of Dad Can We Talk, this is where it started with this guy right here, man. He was an inspiration for me. I always say, he's one of my OGs, man. He's a guy that I look up to, someone that if I ever need to hear some truth, someone who ain't gonna never sugarcoat it with me, is this guy right here, man. He's just always been an inspiration to me, man. His family. I can't say enough about this guy. He's just one of my people. And I just never forget running the idea by him about the podcast way back in 2019. And he asked me the question. Well, it wasn't even a question. He just was like, bro, listen, I hear you, Shaw, but let me ask you, what's making you not start? Like, why you talk about the idea a lot, but when are you going to actually do it? Yeah. And when he posed that to me, I was like, dang, that's real. Be my first guest. And he was like, man, give me a day and a time. And it was just like that. We did it. We set up a time and we were at his kitchen table at his house with my one mic sitting on the table, and we got it in, and that's how Dad Can We Talk came to fruition, man. And ever since then, just been rolling on, man. And y'all see these shirts right here. I give this guy a lot of credit, man. He hit me up and said, you know what, I'm gonna purchase your first batch of shirts for you. And that's gonna be me giving you something, and just go forward with it. And so, yeah, man, he has a lot to do with Dad Can We Talk. And when I got the shirts, it just blew up from there. And people started seeing the shirts everywhere. And it just helped a lot with the brand awareness. So, man, I give this guy a lot of credit. A lot of credit, man. So y'all welcome back to the Dad Can We Talk community. My guy, Adolph Means. How you doing?
Doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
Man. So like I say, man, you are one of the guys that I truly look up to, bro. Always have.
I appreciate that.
And I just appreciate you for always keeping it real with me throughout the years, man.
I appreciate that. And if I could take a second to say that you're a young man that I always look up to. I love your ambition. I love you as a father, a husband. I see how you move, and I see your growth.
Yeah.
Investing into you, man, is like natural. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. And I got a lot of respect for you for what you're doing. You're actually out there in the field making it happen and making a difference for us, our culture, our Black men, and giving us a voice. So for that, I say that I honor you. And I thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So, I don't think we did this on the first episode, but since the first episode, man, the first question on the podcast is always the same. So I'm gonna go here today, man.
Okay.
I want you to talk about what was your relationship like with your dad.
My growing up,
Growing
my
up.
relationship with my dad was it was great. It was tough. There was discipline. He had boundaries. He had standards. Of course, growing up, I didn't understand a lot of the stuff or the reasons behind it. But as a man, I understand. And I believe the teachings and the discipline that he gave me back then made me who I am today. Now, I don't try to make a lot of noise about how I move, but my principles are based on my dad's teaching. And I had a lot of friends in the neighborhood that would come around. Back in the day, you play throw-up football, basketball at the court. They always wanted to come to the house. I never really understood why then. But as they grew, they always gave honor to my dad because they didn't have that father figure. So he was consistent, he was disciplined, he was purposeful. His actions were intentional. Always took care of the household, and he wanted the best of us. And we try to give our best today, to our children and people we come in contact with. So I'm appreciative.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. That's good. And we need to hear stories like that because, the default is always, you see a Black man and you think, oh, he ain't have his daddy.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's always a bad thing most of the time. And so I love hearing stories like that because I've always told people, like, when I got this idea for the podcast, I'm like, bro, there's a lot of great Black dads out there.
There are.
I just think we don't highlight these guys. We highlight all the bad dads, all the deadbeats. We highlight them all the time. Right. That's what you see all the time. All the stories about the dads that aren't there and aren't doing X, Y, and Z. But for the guys that are there doing a great job, we don't talk about them enough.
They don't get the recognition.
Straight up.
But we got to give it to them.
Gots to, man. Yeah. So, man, salute to all the great Black dads out there. All the great dads, period, out there, man. Like, keep doing what y'all are doing because if y'all haven't noticed yet, that's all I'm going to be on. I'm highlighting these dads because I just felt we need that. And the culture really needs to hear these stories and to see it.
I agree.
Got to see it, man. So how would you say that relationship and everything that you experienced growing up, how does that now affect the way that you father your own children?
Well, a lot of the principles that my dad gave me, I implement into my kids. And as I didn't, they don't understand, or they didn't understand some of the teachings or, the way I would go about things. But I knew there was a purpose behind it. So I stayed to the blueprint. And I have 6 kids, 7 grandkids.
Sheesh. And he deep in the game.
Yes. But dude, all of them are awesome, man. They're awesome people. You know what I mean? And I look at my dad for that. Of course, I took attributes from my mom, the nurturing part, but that world out there is real. And I need to prepare them for that world. So my kids, man, I would say things to them over and over again, repetitively. And they wouldn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? But I kept saying it anyway. And the only time I found pleasure in doing what I was doing was when they were able to finish my sentence. You know what I mean? So if I'm telling them something repetitively, yeah, Dad, I got it, whatever, X, Y, and Z. By then, I know they got it. Yeah. And this is a principle that my dad taught me that made me who I am and care for my family. And hopefully they'll carry it with them.
That's good.
I love my kids, man.
That's good. Yeah. Well, man, I want to ask you this, man. Like, you know, for those that don't know, he has a son that's on the big screen.
Yes.
And so how does that feel to see one of your children? What is that, Stars that it's on? To be watching Stars and he's on this huge show, for those that don't know, on BMF. How does it, like, is that like surreal to see your son? Because I know for me, every time I'm watching it, I'm like, bro, that's really like, that's bro, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel?
It's a good feeling. It's a humbling feeling. But you know, we kind of move low key, but we have expectations. So this son, his name is Adolph Means. He plays Worm in BMF, and he's going to be playing in A Different World coming up here soon. They do a reboot.
Wow.
But I'm telling him, this is what you're supposed to do. Straight up. If this is your dream, if we're backing you, let's go get it. Yeah. And then, yes, it is surreal to see him on the screen. And I am excited. I am proud. I am all that. But, you know, this is just part of the journey, respectfully, because we're going places. So we try to keep it humble, keep God first. Straight up. You know what I mean? And I always tell him, man, you go get what's yours, what God has for you. Only thing I ask is that you give back once you make it. So once we get to that point, then you'll see some excitement. I need him to be able to give back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's real. I like
the cameras are good.
Yeah.
The screen is good. You know, he was in another movie called The Supremes. It's good.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
But I want you to be successful, honor God, and give back.
Straight up.
Okay.
That's a must.
Yes.
That's a must.
Yeah.
And that's the type of stuff also that we need. I that's another thing. I don't think, now this is something that I don't think a lot of people do enough is, you know, like you say, it's cool to make it, but also give back.
Give back.
You got to come back to the community and give back what was given to you.
Yes, sir.
Have to. Because it's another kid trying to come up.
That's right.
And they going to see, oh, that's Worm.
Right.
But you got to give them now that push.
Right.
You know, and sometimes that's all you need.
Sometimes
that's all the kid needs, man, is a little bit of a push to say, bro, you can do it.
And here's the blueprint.
And that's something, you know, I was talking with Quinyon Mitchell about that when I went out to Williston to his football camp. And I was telling him the same thing. Like, I just love what you're doing because my son see you on TV. He's like, yeah, that's an NFL player. I'm like, and this is him in the flesh.
Right.
And he's coming back. All this, what you see, this man is pouring his money back into his community.
Right.
And you're giving hope to these kids out here to make them feel like if he did it and he's from this same community, I can do it too.
Right.
And we, you know, I know growing up, a lot of times we didn't, if you didn't really see anything, you didn't see anyone else around you make it out, you feel like, shoot, I ain't gonna make it out either.
That's right.
You know, and you feel like, you know, what is my ceiling? You know, like what? If you never really see it, it's tough. It's not that it's impossible. It's just a little tougher.
It's tough.
It's tough. So you don't really have anyone to give you that blueprint. So yeah, man, that's definitely important, man.
If I can piggyback on something you just said about the ceiling, one of the things I tell my kids is, and people I may come in contact with, young folks, is I want you to win. I need you to understand that. And I will help you any way I can, low key, right? But I need you to understand that my ceiling is your floor. I don't want to see you go through what I went through or the next man. If we're going to build this thing, I need you to stand on my shoulders, stand on your shoulders, and let's build this thing. Trust the process. Take what we're giving you and run with it because we don't want you to fail. My ceiling is your floor. So yeah.
That's real though.
Yeah, that's
big
real.
Too. That's real. And that's something that inspires me all the time, you know, just being in this podcast industry and building from ground up the way that I have, and people see me now and they, they're like, hey man, bro, I know you got the podcast and I got this idea. I always tell people, listen, bro, what I know,
Yeah.
If I can give you any game, I'm gonna give it to you because this ain't no competition for me.
Right. Right.
I don't care if you want to start a fatherhood podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to. You not running in my lane.
Yeah. Yeah.
You running your race, I run my race.
And
so
we're not competing.
We're not competing whatsoever, man. And I had to tell one of my boys that one day, I'm like, he called me about that. And he was trying to start this fatherhood podcast. And he was like, man, it ain't, I kind of forgot you had one. And I just stopped him. I said, bro, that literally has nothing to do with what you have going.
There you go.
And you might not have even been going there with it, but I'm letting you know what I have going on has nothing to do with what you're going to have going on.
That's right.
Bro, if that's what you want to do, bro, I want to come on and be a guest.
That's right. That's right.
Bro, this is no competition, man.
We all eat.
Everybody got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We can be on the same aisle in the grocery store.
That's right.
And we can sit on that same shelf.
That's right.
People you either want the Publix bread, or you might want the Nature's Own.
That's right.
You might want the other, all these breads in here. Man, you choose let the people choose. Just as long as it's there and it's available.
Right.
And people can go in the store and get it off the shelf and eat. Everybody cool, we good.
I love that humility, man.
So that's what it's about, man. And so I want to ask you this, man. I know you're coming up on the end of your run with the Brown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You coming up on the end.
Yeah.
Talk about how you got your start in that, and how does it feel to be at the end of the road?
So my start was in 87. I was actually I was in the military.
Okay.
And I thought I was going to make the military career.
Mm.
So I got out after my tenure, 4 years, and I went to school to join ROTC, because I wanted to become an officer and then go back into the military because I loved it that much. So while in school, I started working at UPS part-time, slanging them boxes.
Yes, Lord.
Slanging
them boxes.
Yeah. And
sometimes the boxes used to slang me.
Yeah.
For real.
And they're still doing it. But, just working there and then seeing the potential that was there for me, the benefits. And, I just hung in there. I just stayed there. And here I am, did part-time, preloading, loading trucks, washing trucks, started delivering for about 30 years.
Sheesh.
Then I started driving semi-trucks, the feeders, for the last 8 years. So I'm here now at 38 years. I'll be retiring at the end of the month, transitioning into life insurance.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord. And let's go there, man. Let's go there, man. So you 38 years, you banged it out.
Yes.
You're about to go into an entire different industry. How does that, where is your mind with it? Like, because I know you get used to doing something for so long.
Right.
And now you got to pivot. Is there any, was there ever any, is there hesitation there? Doubts, fears? Where are you with it mentally?
So all of that's true. Hesitation, fears, doubts. But I had them a while ago. When I started planning for my exit strategy with UPS. So, man, what I'm gonna do? This is all I know. And I think I'm still young enough to be productive socially in the society. Still physically able to move around and do things, but I still want to be productive. I don't want to just exist. What am I gonna do? Well, it's got to be meaningful. So the insurance game came up. And I was talking with one of my friends that's doing it, and he introduced me to it. And this was about 2 years ago. So they brought me in. I worked the insurance game with the American Senior Benefits. We're located at the Florida Farm Bureau building here in Gainesville. They brought me in and I worked there part-time, you know, getting my feet wet, building up the nerves for my exit strategy to truly, you know, be smooth. You know, I go out with my guy, you know, on Mondays, we'll work the field. I make calls during the week. You know, on the weekends, I might have a call. So it's not as nerve-wracking for the transition because I've already tested the waters, you know, and I'm ready. And then once I got into the industry, maybe after a year, I really saw the importance of this game, the insurance game, the pros and the cons, and how it can really help us. Because a lot of us don't know, man. A lot of us do not know. And some of us that do know, don't know. Because agents that could have come to them before respectfully, let's just say everybody wasn't moving in their favor. Some agents just move for commission. So I'm like, this ain't right, man. There's no integrity here. There's no loyalty here. And that's one thing I kind of preach to my kids about, man. When you move with integrity. Don't hurt nobody. So that's a drive for me to be like, yo, I got to learn this industry. I got to be good at my craft, and I got to help people. So it's not as hard of a mental transition for me now.
That's good. That's good. That's good. What's life insurance? Like if somebody came to you and they asked, you know, why should I get life insurance? Why is that something important?
Life insurance is very important. It's protection. It's protection for your family, protection for your loved ones, mortgage protection. In the event something happens to you, how would your family continue to move on? Because the bills are going to come. You know, you got children that are going to need financial assistance later on. So you get that life insurance, man, and it protects all that now and in the future. Now, most people would say life insurance is just good for death. No, man, there are living benefits with life insurance too. You know, you build a cash value. So you got a policy, you build a cash value over a certain amount of years with a whole life policy. You can borrow against that, tax-free, and make moves. You know what I mean? And you could do that for your children. Like, you know, you can get a whole life policy about $50,000 on a young kid, right? It might be, I don't know, $20 a month. That premium would never change for the life of that kid up to age 121. That kid becomes an adult, you transfer the policy over into their name, the cash value is building. You see? They can pull from that cash value eventually. Something happens to them, their kids get the death benefit. Now we're talking generational wealth, and we're moving tax-free.
That's the game right there. That's the game.
Just something to think about, man.
What age should people start thinking about getting the life insurance?
So, of course, it depends on the personal financial situation. But the earlier you get life insurance, the better it is for you. If you get it, let's say in your 20s, the premium is going to be much lower. You get a whole life policy in your premiums that you get it leveled, that premium would never change. Are you building cash value, et cetera, et cetera. You get a term, of course, the premium is less, but there's a term, 10, 20, 30 years. At the end of that term, you renew, the premium is going to be much higher. You know, those work for certain people. So if you're in your 20s and you could do a whole life, do it. You know what I mean? If you got a family and you just want coverage, so if something happens, your home could be paid off, get a term. Later on, get a whole life or index universal life. Get it on your child, man. If you pay $20 a month for $50,000 for your kid, just think about how you're positioning them. So when they become an adult, it's time for them. They can get another life policy or index universal life policy. Now we're beginning to win. Now, I've run into people in their 70s, man, that don't have a policy. So now they just want final expense, something to pay for their burial and stuff. Okay, we can do that. You know, based on your health, we can do that. It's going to cost a little bit. No. Let's get into this game early. And if I may say this too, some people I come in contact with that have life insurance with their job, they'll tell me that they're good. And I say, yes, you are. If something happens to you while you're working. But when you leave, that policy stops because it's a group policy. You need something that's going to protect you and your family. So get outside insurance. At least look into it. Get some insurance that's going to allow you to take care of your family, build a cash value, build a retirement plan through this. Let me tell you this, man. With life insurance, your monies that you put in there are protected. If you got a cash value or you got whatever in there, if someone wanted to sue you, they can't touch it. Probate can't touch it. You want to make sure your funds are lined up for you and your family in your latter years.
What's the benefit of a IUL?
The IUL, Index Universal Life Policy, it mirrors the stock market. Well, there's one that's a variable and one that's a fix. I deal with the fix. The variables are right there in their index with the stock market. Stock market goes up, it goes up. If it drops, it drops. But the fixed is, it mirrors the stock markets. So you have a cap, for instance, let's say of 8% growth, 7-8% growth, whatever it is. If the stock market goes up to 10%, you're capped at that 6 or 7%. Although the stock market went up to 10. All right, so your growth is right there, 6 or 7. If the stock market were to crash and go below 0, your premium is protected. You are not going down with that. Your monies are good. So that's why it's fixed. You got a certain range that you could fluctuate in. And you could build cash value in there also, just like the whole life. With that IUL, you can pull from that, tax-free, do the same thing. The growth is volatility. Growth in the whole life is more steady, 6 or 7, but it's slower because it's not mirroring the stock market. And then you have the death benefit. You can do an increasing death benefit or you could do a level death benefit. So you can dump a lot of money in there and it continues to grow and it's mirroring the stock market. Your cash values are going to increase, but you're not focusing so much on the death benefit. Or you can structure it so that you're focusing more on the death benefit and less towards the cash value. So it's a means of liquidation, having access to funds later on, as you get older.
That's good. That's good stuff there. My man giving the game for the free 99.
Free 99.
Talk about the benefits of Medicare.
So Medicare is another avenue that I specialize in. Medicare is basically for those who are 65 and older. So, bringing about health benefits. So there's a thing called, we call it T65 for folks that are turning 65. And we go out there and we talk to them about the advantages and disadvantages of Medicare. There are certain parts of Medicare, A, B, C, and D. There are certain plans within Medicare. So I'm gonna have a conversation with you while you're turning 65. I'm gonna have a conversation with you to see where you at, your medical conditions, and what is it gonna take to take care of you, right? There are supplemental plans and there are Medicare Advantage plans. And again, that's customized for you based on the plans, based on what type of premium you want to pay, and the coverage that you want. So those who are already enrolled in Medicare, of course, I wouldn't approach you like I would someone just coming in, but we would have that conversation and revisit your plan, especially for those who are in a Medicare Advantage plan every year, because they change every year. You know, annual enrollment for Medicare is October 15th through December 7th. Then you have open enrollment from January 1st, I think, to March 31st. And then there's another time, special enrollment, where you can enroll that's inconsistent with your birthday. So taking care of the elderly, again, you got to have that integrity, man. It's not about doing it for the commission. It's about taking care of the person. And, you know, people need to understand when it comes to the commission, just a little whatever, we're not getting commission from you when you're doing Medicare. We're getting commission from the government. So anywhere you go with Medicare, it's the same across the board. You can either do it with an agent who's on the phone, if that's what you feel, or you can do it with me from American Senior Benefits. I'm coming to your home, or you can call me anytime and we have a conversation and we get you taken care of.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I want you to talk about annuities. Like, if a person needed that, like, who needs annuities? Like, what is, explain that whole thing.
So the annuities, so folks getting ready to retire, you can do an annuity anytime. But if you're, you know, 40s, 50s, 60s, you want to put money into an annuity to create lifetime income. If you're 45 and you want to just contribute to 65, you can do that. At the end of a certain term, then that annuity will start paying you back. Right? If you retire and you got X amount of dollars you want to roll into an annuity, you could do that. And it'll sit for, let's say, 7 or 10 years and grow. Right? After that time, that annuity is going to start paying you back. So it creates another stream of income for you when you retire. Right? You can put a rider on an annuity, a lifetime rider. So let's say you accumulated $200,000 for this annuity. Once it starts paying you back, and that $200,000 plus interest is gone, the lifetime rider, whatever that premium was they were paying you, let's say, I don't know, $800 a month, they'll continue to pay you for the rest of your life. So, you know, they say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. This is how you create it. You know what I mean? But you got to work, man. You got to put it in now. Do what you have to do today so you can do what you want to do tomorrow. And it's about them finances, man. Learning the game. Tax-free money.
Is ever too, like, sometimes I feel like, man, you know, I should have been doing this at 18, 19, 20. It's like I'm 36. And sometimes I feel like I'm so behind on things. Like, is it ever too late to get into, you know, to get the life insurance? You know, they say, you know, you should get life insurance, is it cheaper before you turn 30, right?
Well, it's cheaper when you're younger, period.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can get a little shorty, you know, a young kid, and put them on for like $19, $20. Older you get, of course, it becomes more expensive.
Okay.
You know, $300, $400 for some.
Sheesh.
Depending on what you're getting and the face amount that you want, depending on the type of policy, whole life or a term, it can really be expensive. And that's a bad position to put the elderly in. You know what I mean? When you know they doing what they're doing with Social Security, you don't know if it's going to be there. They making, you know, X amount of dollars a month. No. How can we make sure they're going to be good? How are you going to make sure you're good in the event you have to face that situation or your family?
And see, I was talking with one of my guys one time, and I was telling him sometimes I be in my head a lot. In my head a lot just about, dang, boy, what if this happened to me? What if that happened to me? You know, all the, you know, just having those thoughts of, you know, death, morbid thoughts, you know, just like, man, you know, what happens? You know, and one thing he said, he was like, that's why I created my exit plan to make sure my family is good. And I can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that if anything was to ever happen to me, I know they're good.
That's big.
And I was like, boy, that's real.
That's big, man. People don't realize, from what I'm learning, the importance of making life insurance a part of your financial portfolio. See, all the insurance that we need to survive, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, health insurance, all of those are mandated. You got to have it. But you ain't got to have life insurance. I mean, it's not mandated.
Yeah, you don't have,
So I need people to know, no, you do need to have life insurance. Living benefits, death benefits, future generations. There are several families that survived even to this day because of life insurance. Companies, this day, with life insurance cash value build up.
Talk about some of those families.
Or you got like the Vanderbilts. They built their empire off of life insurance. Vanderbilt University is a result of some of that. Anderson Cooper with CNN, he's a Vanderbilt. You got John D. Rockefeller and his family. Life insurance.
Deep-rooted families.
Deep, right, even today. And the Rockefellers, man, they got this thing they call the Rockefeller method. Where they build a trust that buys insurance for younger generations. You pass, some of their face amount, their death benefit, goes to your children. Some of it goes to that trust. That family needs to borrow money for whatever reason, house, car, life be lifing. They don't have to go to the bank. They can go to this trust. Now you can structure it so that their payments are minimum when they pay it back to the trust. Interest rates could be less, but you're still beating the system, the bank. And you create, they call it infinite banking for families. Some people believe in it, some don't. But the blueprint is there. You know what I mean? For everybody to win. For your generations, your children's children, to have access to finances, man, that they can make moves with. See, it's not enough for Rashard Ray to make moves. Rashard Ray should want to be a movement. And it's going to take your actions, your activities, your efforts, your vision, listening to God, trusting the process. It's going to take money, man.
That's real, though.
It's real.
Sheesh. What type of things, as a dad, have you put in place to ensure generational wealth for your seed?
Whole life policies for my grandkids. Whole life policies for my grandkids. The Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. I got work to do. You know what I mean? I got policies where the beneficiaries are my kids and my wife, but my grandkids. You know what I mean? And aside from that, you know, I have other things in play for them, you know, like stocks that are just sitting there for them. But as far as the life insurance, my grandkid, the average one is like 6 or 7. I got one 17, one 15, but them little ones like 6 or 7. So let's look at them right now. Because those other ones, I'm not gonna allow them to touch anything till they're like 30 something based on the trust.
Yeah.
But those little ones, they build a cash value. Their policy builds a cash value, and they need whatever to go to school or, you know, whatever to buy a car, whatever. It'll be there for them. They get our age, well, they get your age, they have shorties, something happened. Well, there's a policy in place already to take care of their kids, aside what they might already do.
Yeah.
So my ceiling is your floor. I don't want to see you go through what I went through. I want you to be better than me. So it's not enough to just say it. I got to help you. So those are the things I put in play for them.
Jeez.
As far as insurance is concerned.
We got work to do.
We got work to do.
Work to do. Goodness gracious. Whew. But it's not impossible.
No, sir.
Not impossible. Gotta make the moves.
Can I say this to you though? You kind of alluded a moment ago. 36?
36.
And you feel like you could be kind of behind the 8 ball?
Yeah.
You're not. You're not. Now, if you were aware of these tactics, these things you can do, what's really out there, and you're in your 20s, then that might be different. But if you don't know, respectfully, if you don't know the blueprint, you don't know the game, you can't really, you know, beat yourself up about it. At least you're 36 versus 56. You know what I mean? So you got time to make this thing happen. You might have to put $2 or $3 more in there to make it work for you, depending on what you want. If you want this thing to build, let's say 7 figures, you got to put in. You know what I mean? But if you're good at, I don't want to just put numbers out there, but whatever that number is, then you move accordingly. And you make sure your shorties are good. But you're not too late, man. Whatever you want to do. Even if it's not, let's say an IUL or an annuity, you want to do something else, you're not too late. Just be intentional about it. Be disciplined and trust God.
That's real.
Okay.
That's real. That's real. I got a couple more for you, man.
Okay.
If you could sit down the way me and you were doing right now and talk with the 18-year-old version of yourself, and you could give him one piece of advice, what would you say to this young Adolph? If you would just, and knowing everything you know now, what would you say to that young man?
I would really tell him kind of what I just told you. Trusting in God, trusting the process. Because, man, look, man, the world, they're not going to give you anything, but they can't stop you from getting what you want. Sometimes you just got to figure this thing out. You got to see it for what it is instead of saying bump whatever. See it for what it is, because somebody's making money. Somebody's setting their family up for generational wealth. So I need to see what you're doing. So I would tell my younger self, be more attentive to your surrounding. Know that everybody that's in your circle is not in your corner. And trust those that are in your corner, not those that are in your circle. Hang around those that are like-minded, that are going places and desire to go places. If you hang around, this is so true, man. If you hang around 9 smart people or 9 people that are like-minded, you're going to be the 10th. If you hang around 9 people that are just hanging around, not really going anywhere, not really trying, you're going to be the 10th. So what is that going to do for you and your future? What is that going to do for the future of your kids? How are you going to secure your wife if something were to happen? How are you going to secure your family? You leave your wife with a $200,000 mortgage. Now she got to leave the house because she don't have enough to, just hypothetically. No. They say rest in peace. You want to rest. So make sure everything is in order, man. So that if anything happened, you know that she's good. You know that your family is set up. Like what you was just talking about. But you got to put in the work. And that's what I would tell myself.
Sheesh. That's real though, man. That's something not just for your 18-year-old self, but that's something for all of us, man. That's something for us to take. I want to just say we got to make the moves. Like we got to put that foot in front of the other.
Yes, sir.
Every day, man. And sometimes as hard as it gets at times, and I know everybody's situation is different, but I'm always just encouraging guys, bro, you just got to keep going. You got to. Like giving up isn't an option. We got to keep going.
It's not an option.
Got to keep going, man. And I just want to encourage the guys out there, please, man, keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up, man. That's real.
Can I share one more thing with you about a couple of businesses?
Yes, sir.
To let you know how real this thing is too, not just for the household. J.C. Penney's, McDonald's, and what's the other one? J.C. Penney, McDonald's. I can't think of the third one. But there are several. Walt Disney. Walt Disney World. There are several companies out there that were saved by or started by a life insurance policy. Some of these companies, man, they had to make payroll with the cash value they had in their life insurance policy. Can you imagine having a business and you can't pay your people? Where's the money coming from if you're not generating it? So they pulled it from the policy. Look at Disney today. JCPenney is still here. McDonald's is still here. So it's a powerful tool, man. And it's right there for us to use. We just got to take advantage of it. And like you say, one step at a time. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to show me the whole staircase. Just one step at a time.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there, man.
Straight up.
Okay.
Straight up, man. Straight up. This is my last one for you, man. If you like, what do you want your legacy to be when you leave this earth? What's gonna be the legacy of Adolph Means?
So that's pretty interesting. I don't know.
What you want it to be? Like how do you want to be remembered?
So I've never really given that much thought outside of my family. I want our name to have weight and value. So the principles I put into, my family, man, my children and grandchildren. So when they go somewhere, they say AD Means. I want it to be, I got you.
Yeah.
Because that's going to have more weight than money.
Straight up. Straight up.
So how I treat people, if I can help people, low key. So listen, okay, I guess this just came to mind. So at some point, after my demise, let's just say hypothetically I'm being celebrated.
Yeah.
Let's get together for an AD day, just hypothetically.
Yeah.
I would like for that group of people to be able to say, he did that for you? He did that for me. I don't need them to know right now. But to have an impact on other families and their shorties, their kids, it'll mean the world to me, man. Kind of like coaching basketball. I was coaching. These girls, man, me and some more guys, but to see them go from middle school to high school to college to play ball and to see their development and growth. And they say, thank you, coach. You know, low-key, that's what I like. So when that time comes and I'm looking down, checking on everybody, you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll be.
Yeah, man. No, that's real.
So that'll be a seed then, right? For them
it.
to do.
Straight up.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's a good question.
That's the one there, man. And that's something that I try to every day. It's like I think, you know, like, what's my legacy gonna be when I leave?
Yeah.
You know, how are people gonna remember me? You know, mainly, how are my children gonna remember me?
Facts.
You know, how will they, you know, when they speak about me, like I want my kids to be proud to say, yeah, well, my daddy was him.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. My daddy was him. Yeah.
But that take work, Sean.
Take a lot of work. A lot of
Behind
work.
the scenes, take a lot of work.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's real though, man. Well, hey, man, you know, I think we can end it there, man. You know, this was something that I needed.
Same here.
I needed this. You know, and that's why I always say this is my OG. Yeah. Because when I sit down here, it sober my mind up. Like, dang, boy, OG gonna always say something real. Every time, man. He gonna always say something that make me think.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be something. It's gonna get it churning in here.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm
Seriously.
here for you.
And that's how I'll always remember you. That's what your legacy gonna be for me.
That'll work. That'll work. Planting them seeds, man.
Straight up.
I glean from you. You from me. Iron sharpen iron.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's real, man. That's real. Well, yeah, man. Tell the people a little bit about your company and what you will be offering. Like your company name, what you're gonna be offering, you know, because you're about to go into that next phase.
Yes. So the company that I'm under now is American Senior Benefits. And it's in conjunction with a company called P&L Financial. We're located in Florida Farm Bureau building here in Gainesville. And under that umbrella, you know, there's a plan for me to incorporate my LLC, which would be Greenwood, Archer, and Pine Insurance Company. So with that, we're going to be doing, you know, the life insurance, the IULs, the annuities, and Medicare. So educating people on it, helping them with it, and trying to create an atmosphere where everybody can win. We do go out in the field. We can call you. We can do whatever it takes to make sure you're good. And I'll go as far as to say this, even if we don't do business together, if you need information, I'll give you the information because I want to see you win. I don't do home insurance. I don't do auto insurance, but I do have a connect that I know will treat you right. So I can connect you with them. They'll give you good quotes and they'll give you great service. With Greenwood, Archer, and Pine, we're concentrated on integrity. We're concentrated on service and just doing what's right, man, by people. So whatever that takes, that's where we're at.
Straight up. So y'all be looking forward. If you need them, y'all go see my man. Get in contact with him. How could people get in contact with you right now?
So the best way to get in contact with me right now would be via call or text. So my number is 352-682-9488. Call me, text me, and I'll get right back with you if I miss you. You know, a lot of times with these spam calls, you got to kind of vet them a little bit. Yeah. But I will call you back and we will come out and service you. Straight up.
Well, yeah, man, y'all get in contact with my guy. Y'all go holler at him for all those needs. But we're going to end it there today. This is a great episode. I hope y'all get as much as I got out of this. And yeah, man, one foot in front of the other every day.
That's it.
Take it one step at a time, one moment at a time. Don't get too anxious. Take it step by step.
Right.
Keep on moving, man. So y'all go find Dad Can We Talk, dadcanwetalk.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Dad Can We Talk, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Dad Can We Talk. It's Dad Can We Talk everywhere, man. Just go to Google and type in Dad Can We Talk. I promise it's all gonna come up. I promise you. You type it in Google, it's coming up. Man.
Yeah.
So y'all holla at your boy. We gonna get on up out of here. Episode 149 with my guy Adolph Means. And we out of here, baby. Bang, bang.